Peace, love, and balance, everybody. Peace, love, and balance, y'all. This your girl Isha, the goddess of wisdom, also known as goddess on the rise, the copper queen, the power hoodie queen, bringing the sacred energy exchange 222, y'all. So, like, happy Taurus full moon, y'all. Happy Taurus full moon, and happy Scorpio season. Happy solar return to all the Scorpios. I hope y'all getting to celebrate, and doing your thing, okay? So, look, y'all. Mama not feeling good today. This Mercury retrograde that's approaching as a Mercury rule sign. Y'all know the girls, the Sun Virgo. I always start feeling this, Mercury energy probably 2 to 3 weeks in advance. So I've been literally going through things for the last 2 to 3 weeks that I have not talked about on here because it's life, and life goes on. And so many good things have been happening too. So I'm not gonna dwell on all the strictly the chaotic stuff that may not be happening the way I would like. So I chose to focus on the positive and still be mindful of other stuff going on. So I did just take a spiritual bath that helped. Y'all know, if you do not know, I'm hosting a community Mercury cleansing ritual at my shop. If you're here locally in Nashville, Tennessee, or if you can get to the shop, if you're not too far away, that flies on my page. You do have to RSVP. I've been telling people this energy is so much, including for me. It's so much that I am not able to do this ritual for free. But I am going to be having a pantry donation that you can come and get you food to take with you. Also, there will be food prepared for you to eat while you're there, as well as the ritual. That is a great combination for a small fee of 14.14. I tell people you can get 14.14 or more. And for those of you, my followers here on YouTube that may not be local, if you would like to still get in the ritual, you can still send that donation to any of my platforms that I take money on, which is Chime, Cash App, PayPal, and Venmo. And all those handlers are on the end of this video. And I need you to email me at Sacred Energy Exchange 222 and send me your name, first and last. Only two, because I'm going to be putting names on the candle. So if you have more than two names, you have four, pick the names, two names that you want to be on the candle. So I will put your name on the candle. You can still benefit from the ritual. You just aren't going to physically be there to, get the other thing, but you will be impacted by this ritual big time. Okay. So if you want to do that, like I said, and even if you are local and maybe you got to work that day, it's on November the 9th, this Sunday, because that's when the Mercury retrograde completely kicks off for real. You can still do the same thing. Just send in donation, screenshot your donation, send me your first and last name, and then I will be recording it. So once I finish recording it, I will send a link to you so you can see your name on the candle and see the entire setup and really, really get a good feel for me since you didn't get to be in person with it, okay? And that is the best I can do right now. I know y'all can tell I'm not even my jollier self that I normally am. I wanted to be, but baby, Mercury is not playing. So any people that got anxiety, PTSD, ADHD, ADD, autism, they may not be in, any kind of stuff that they may be a little hectic right now. It is. So this is the time to take, I tell people when this is happening, this is not a time to speed up. It is a time to slow down, baby. I even had to slow down. Like, stuff been coming up missing. That's spiritual warfare too. Like, stuff that I know is in the house somewhere. It just came up missing. I literally had my eye on it 1 second, and the next second it was just gone. I hadn't left the house. So that's another thing. When stuff just start coming up missing, if you don't just stay calm, you'll get frustrated, fly off the handles, and make things worse. And this is just spiritual warfare. And it's the Mercury retrograde. Car accidents, phones not acting right. Yes, enough. I had an appointment yesterday. That I had scheduled. They said they didn't get the call. I didn't get the call, and I was like, see, so I had to reschedule it for Friday, and I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that, and I was like, okay, we'll just reschedule Friday because technology acting up. Technology acting up via social media, phones, computers, vehicles, all that. Text message, somebody said they text you and you didn't get it. It's all kind of stuff, y'all. So let's just take it easy on ourselves and each other, okay? So let me ring this bell and get us in tune with spirit. Earth, air, fire, water, spirits of the universe, most high, high, seven spirit guides of balanced light, ancestors known and unknown of balanced light. Please come into this space and provide us a divine message for the Taurus full moon. Islam and Hotep. Islam and Hotep, and y'all, it was an earthly moon we had. So you should definitely be feeling more grounded. That's what that energy came through for. Mother Moon was like, hey, this Mercury retrograde, and this is the thing. The Mercury retrograde is in the sign of Scorpio. So like just like me, earlier before I took my spiritual bath, remember I told you I woke up and I just wasn't feeling good, but I just cleansed this whole house, y'all. I'm gonna tell you a quick story. I've been on for 5 minutes, something talking. So I literally woke up. I wasn't feeling well. Something. So I sleep with different things under my pillow especially when there's a lot of spiritual warfare going on. I highly recommend. So I had a little charm, orgone charm under my pillow, and it just disappeared overnight. It was literally under the pillow, and now it's gone. I took all my sheets off the bed because I was about to do my laundry, clean my sheets anyway. It wasn't in the sheets. I looked inside the bed, behind the bed. I moved the bed, everything just gone. Sometimes that happens. Spiritual warfare. Some spiritual entity could have took it. That's another thing. They could have took it. That happens, y'all. So it was just gone. I was like, oh heck no. Then I noticed a couple of candles that I had on different altars around my house. All of them are dark. The candles went out through the night. So that's another thing. When I leave candles burning throughout the night when I'm asleep, no bad stuff be happening. But as soon as the lights out, this is spiritual. As soon as the lights out, that's when they came in the dark. Let's ring the bell. The dark entities, they love the dark. So guess what? I had to burn this black candle I had left. And it didn't want to burn. Literally, I had to carve in the candle with a knife because the part that you burn didn't want to burn. I literally had to light it like 3 or 4 times, and that's what I'm saying. That's the spiritual warfare. So something was definitely like trying to come at me. You know what I'm saying? This is going into the dark season too, y'all. So stuff like that will happen. So you have to keep the lights on, which is the candle, your candles and your altars lit. I fed all my ancestors today. You know what I'm saying? I went to every altar like, look, my bad for y'all been hungry because I'm like, what happened? But don't think you crazy. This is spiritual warfare. Don't think you're crazy. And sometimes stuff like that happens to me and it turns up exactly where I was looking to. That's the crazy part. I was like, I looked here 20 times and here it is. So sometimes it's just what it is, y'all. It's what it is. So look, this is my Cartomancy deck because I feel like we needed to pull from that. Hold on, before I start, I want to show y'all this. These are my new bottles. I didn't get to show it last time. These are my new bottles. They are in stock. If y'all would like to get one, very beneficial at this time to purify your water and also get those minerals in your water. It does add minerals to your water and it adds life to your water because a lot of our water that we're drinking does not have life. Remember, our water is supposed to have minerals in it. You can literally live off water if we had all the minerals that water was supposed to come with. Natural spring water has a lot of minerals. So get you one of these copper bottles. They are, they're not cheap. Okay, they're not cheap because they weren't cheap for me. Thank you so much. They weren't cheap for me. I'm telling y'all, these tariffs and the money that it costs to get these in because they come from overseas and it's a controlled good. This is the lowest price I can give y'all. They used to be a bit less expensive, but now they've gone up. All right, so that is what I have, and y'all know I have the unks. All right, stay close to the unk. Okay. I'll be sending people your way. I'm out of stock, and so many people have been asking me for them. Thank you so much, Asha. Girl, I need to see. We gotta talk soon. They are worth every penny, though. Yes, they are. I told people I literally haven't had none in stock since about 2022. I haven't had none in stock, so I just got them back in stock. And now that they're back in stock, y'all, the cost of getting them in has risen since I last had them in stock. Okay. So look, these are my unks that I also have, y'all. If y'all want to get one of these, they're like 9 inches. They're on my website. Got us on the Rise That Life. Okay. Got us on the Rise That Life. So please get y'all some of these. These are, y'all, I've been working with this one. These are fire. Okay. These are fire. Y'all get y'all one of these. And these are I actually made this necklace. What she say? Sell out. So thank you. And this is a necklace I made. I handmade this. This is a turquoise arrowhead. Y'all know it's American Indian Heritage Month. So now it's time to get your gear up, okay? My indigenous brothers and sisters, get your gear up. Represent. Don't go nowhere without representing. Y'all better have a feather on. Turquoise, look at this. These are our bracelets I have in stock. Turquoise bracelets. They got the heart energy on there. We got the copper. You know we the copper color people. Get y'all the unks. These are all on my website, y'all. I do my best to wear my own jewelry so I can market, okay? I'm like my own model, all right? All right, so let's get started. I'm going to finish up with that so I can get this reading for the Taurus full moon. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Please like, share, and subscribe, okay? Please like, share, and subscribe. All right. Cutting a deck, y'all. Here we go. Let's see what Mother Moon talking about for us. All right, here we go. So first card coming in, I felt this. Look, 9 of spades. I felt this. Woo. The Nine of Swords is what this will be in tarot. So the Nine of Spades is associated with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, okay? Now look, with this being the number 9, y'all know the number 9 is the divine feminine number. It's the number of the creativity. It's the number of new beginnings, okay? Fertility, even pregnancy, okay? So somebody, but and it doesn't necessarily mean you're pregnant with a child. You could be pregnant with an idea, okay? You could be pregnant with a child as well, but you could also be pregnant with some new ideas that you really, it's time to bring to life. What that uncle? It's time to bring some of these ideas you've been having to life. So I feel like somebody has been putting off some great ideas that can really benefit you in a financial way, it sounds like, but you may not been, you've been talking yourself out of it due to just, it could be anything. You don't have the confidence, you don't have the courage, you don't, you don't feel like you'll have the support, and everything has to start somewhere. Okay, it just does. We got to start from the bottom and work our way to the top. But if you don't never start, it'll never manifest. Ooh, it was 11:11 as I was saying that. If you don't never start, it'll never manifest. You see what I'm saying? Some people don't, some people, I'm gonna tell you, this is coming out, especially this being, we're, approaching this Mercury retrograde in the Scorpio season. Some people don't feel like they have enough assistance. So maybe you're having to do this solo. You're like a solo rider and you're having to do so much stuff on your own. And you're like, I need somebody to help me, because it's not the physical help you need. People need emotional support. Like, we were built to be in tribes, partnerships, marriages, and family ships and communities. So when you're just by yourself like a lone wolf, it takes a lot to be a lone wolf. Okay, people think lone wolves don't necessarily need anybody. No, it's not that. They just have never found people that move the way that they do, and they tend to get more things done alone. And they didn't even understand that either. They like, why can't I? They thought they had a problem. Like, why can't I work well with others, or why can't I whatever. But that's because most of the time people that are lone wolves and leaders and people like that, they're chiefs and chiefesses. Okay, you're actually supposed to be the leader, and people actually know that about you, whether it's consciously or unconsciously. And some people are jealous of that chief energy you have, and they refuse to allow you to lead them because it's an egotistical thing for them. They could be jealous of you. They could not like you. They're just mad because it's not them. They don't have it and you do. You see what I'm saying? It's so many things. So you tend to be alone because as a chief and a chiefess, you're not about to follow anybody, because you actually are you're following source. Ooh. You're following source. So what you look like downgrading following source to following somebody that they're lost. You know what I'm saying? And people still hate you for that. So you can't worry about that though, okay? You're on track, all right? You're on track. So we got the King of Diamonds. Okay, exactly. Let's go. The King of Diamonds, okay? The King of Diamonds. So Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, exactly. You got the bag, baby. I tell people all the time, you don't have to have $1 million in a bank account right now. You don't even have to have $1,000 in a bank account, but you still got prosperity and fortune that's in the works for you. That's happening. Some of y'all do got a lot going on for you. So I tell people, money is not always just what's in your bank account. If you got a roof over your head, if you got your health, that is shelter and health. That is like top-notch money. Because without health, you can't even go to work. Without health, you may not be able to walk. You may not be able to cook. You see what I'm saying? Health is so important. We don't realize without health, you can't do anything. You're sick. You're in the bed. You see what I'm saying? So if you got health, you're rich. Okay? If you got a roof over your head, I know it's tough right now, you're rich. We got to stop defining richness with millions of dollars. That's not it. Richness is so many things, okay? Rich is health. All right, so yeah, somebody, you already got everything. You're a king. That's the name. You operate like a king. This could be a man or woman, take it how it resonates, but you operate like a king. It was 14:14 as I was saying that. You operate like a king, and I tell people a king has to be noble. See, let me say another thing. A king has to be a giver, because more than likely this king got to where he or she is with actually getting support, right? So everybody that supported you, you got to learn how to give back. Okay? Not give back to the point where you don't have anything and you can't continue to be of service to your people or your community, but you do have to find ways to give back in ways that they need that won't harm you as well. Because you can't get pulled under. You see what I'm saying? So you can't get pulled under. You always have to make sure you stay on top. And when I say stay on top, I tell people, there's no point of paying somebody else's light bill, and then your lights is off the next day because the money you should have paid your light bill, well, you gave it to somebody else. See, that's not a smart thing. That's what I mean. It means take care of yourself first, and then when you help others. See what I'm saying? So you can stay up to continue doing that. That's what a king does. Okay, king does. Take it how it resonates. All right. Woo! A queen of diamonds. Oh, and it's Scorpio season. Somebody, you about to get your boo. I was feeling it. I was. Somebody, okay, look, listen to me now. Listen in right now. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy on both of these cards. Somebody, you literally have moved in a way that somebody sees you and they're like, that's my boo right there. You're doing something on your own without probably as much as support as maybe they have, or that they feel like you should have, or whatever the case may be. But you're naturally doing something without somebody making you do it. This is naturally you. You're not doing it for show. You're not doing it for attention. You're doing it because you were born to do it, okay? Regardless of what anybody else has to say or anybody else's opinion about you. So you're about to get this alignment with your spouse. This is your king. Y'all, this is a marriage. This is marriage. This is marriage. Get ready for your husband. Get ready for your wife. Get ready for your king. Get ready for your queen. Get ready for your god. Get ready for your goddess. Get ready for your empress and your emperor. This is it. Okay? This is it. I'm so glad I get. Look, y'all, I really, if y'all don't know, see, I know y'all can't tell, but I'm having anxiety right now. It's not as bad because I took the bath. So I'm probably at about a 6.5, 7 compared to I was about at like a 10 early, but it's still not good. I need a nap. But something spirit was like, no, get up and do this message. You know what I'm saying? How many parents out there or husbands and wives have to do things when they don't feel like doing it? You may not feel like it, but you still got to go to work. And then that's when the craziest stuff have people getting on your nerves at work. All right, your kid acting up and you got to go up to the schoolhouse because they got into a fight. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case. It's always something. So we have to do stuff all the time when we don't feel like doing it. So they was like, don't you start slacking on us. You better get up and get on that live. So I did. But I am taking a nap after this. All right? Because I was crying earlier and I need a nap. Okay, what do you say? I'm loving this. I can feel it in the chest too. I'm going my best to listen while I'm moving. Okay, I got you. So 3 of diamonds, y'all. See, look, let's ring a bell. This is the message. This is the message. 3 of diamonds, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. Some more. So look, this is not a coincidence. All this earth energy is coming out, and this is a Taurus full marine. So this is in alignment. So the 3 is this a family number? It's the pyramid energy and it's the Holy Trinity energy. Okay, so yes, you're gonna have a family. So I feel like you already have. So somebody, matter of fact, with this being the family card, you had to learn how to treat yourself and how to treat other people so you can know how to treat your family. Ooh. So you can't learn how to be in a family. You know, it's a lot of people that want things that they've never done prior to it. So you want a wife or you want a husband or you want children. But have you ever just been there for somebody just for the kindness of your heart? Because that's something you should want to do for your husband and your wife, right? It should only be for what they do for you. You should want to be there for them. And we realize we forget how to have what we used to call, and like when I grew up, it's called agape love. See, now agape love is when you love people regardless of what they can give back to you. As far as like with us, sometimes in like relationships, as far as sacred union, romantic ones, partnerships, marriages, we only love our partners as much as they can do for us. And as soon as those vows that say through sickness and health and through riches or poor, including family, this is as long as we both shall live. People do not live by those vows. So if somebody gets sick, somebody's frustrated because now I got to take care of this person. Now this person doesn't benefit me no more the way they benefit me before they got sick. We don't think about those things. When we get married, we just be so excited and caught up in the moment. So somebody you've learned how to love without it being for some type of, only just for your own benefit. You really know how to love people. And you have to learn how to do that, y'all. You have to learn how to do that. You got to learn how to love, because it's what if, how would you feel if you got sick to the point where, matter of fact, I'm going to give an example. Y'all remember, if you have seen Waiting to Exhale, Waiting to Exhale was a really very powerful movie if you really pay attention to all the stuff that was happening. She, Angela Bassett, her husband left her for no reason after she had risked her whole her whole dreams and careers to be a wife and a mother. And it's a lot of people to do this. I'm not even going to put it towards gender, but people that sacrifice their whole lives for their partners. And then this person, as soon as he got to where he wanted to be, he had to know she hadn't done nothing wrong. She hadn't been a bad wife or nothing. And then he just leaves her for another woman. Been having an affair right up under her nose. So this is proof that we don't need to sacrifice our happiness for nobody, okay? All right? Don't sacrifice your happiness for nobody. And then also, she ended up meeting Wesley Snipes in the movie. That's not his name. He was at a bar and his wife had cancer. He hadn't had sex in a whole year because his wife had cancer. And he still didn't cheat on her with Angela Bassett, even though he wanted to, because they just both couldn't do that. She still wasn't trying to make herself do that and not care about another woman, just and then just because so they just end up being friends, stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? And he still loved her. Let's ring the bell. He still loved her. He realized, he loved his wife. And he ended up falling in love with her too, because he was like, wow, you know what I mean? But stuff like that. That was just an example. His wife was sick, so if your wife really got sick, you just be ready to step out on her. You don't love her. And you more than likely never did. Or him if it's a man. You never loved them, because you should be devastated that your partner is sick if that would have happened. Not be like, darn, I got to go find something else because she can't perform no more. He can't perform no more. That ain't love. And it's a lot of us in these marriages. We got to start thinking about that. So look, y'all. The next card is going to be the Nine of Cups. All right. Nine of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Look, this is a deep reading. So look, and we got another 9. So number 9, fertility, new beginnings, love, relationship, marriage, babies, family, what you want, okay? What you want is arrived, okay? Because you operate in it. You have to operate in love to attract love. You have to be what you want to attract, okay? And you have to make sure somebody is being your mirror. And make sure that means make sure who you look into the mirror and see you love. Okay? And you're honest and you're being real, okay? All right, 6 of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, y'all. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Somebody, okay, now we're getting into the water. Let's ring the bell. Now we're getting into the water, okay? So with the 9 of Cups coming out and the 9 of Hearts coming out and the 6 of Hearts, which is the Cups energy coming out with this all this water, y'all are getting tested emotionally right now, big time. Some of y'all been crying for stuff you do know about and some stuff you just don't even know about. You just emotional. You're like, what? What in the universe? And this is the time to meditate, take spiritual baths, get a reading. I am doing readings right now. And all my readings are 50% off, except my ancestor readings and my ancient Kemet readings, which are off menu. You have to request those. But yes, it's time to cleanse and purify. And the only way we can truly cleanse and purify is with honesty and integrity and expression, okay? And shadow work. Shadow work, all right? This is that shadow work. Scorpios are ruled by Pluto, and Pluto is the planet of transformation. So you definitely are going through a transformation right now, and you don't want to be holding on to any baggage or still holding on to toxic emotional traits. You see what I'm saying? Like not being honest or over exaggerating or codependency or shutting down. You know what I'm saying? Lack of communication skills, not knowing how to remain calm in times of chaos, and not taking it out on your partner or your children or whoever's around you just because you're upset. You see what I'm saying? It's time to work on those things now, because this stuff does still define you. All right. Sometimes we got to take a seat. I tell people, I remember when we was little and you got put in time out. Put yourself in time out. I do. I'll be like, you know what? I need to go sit down somewhere. This ain't it right now. This ain't it right now. Sometimes emotions can't be explained. That's the thing. That's why they're emotions. The emotions don't make sense. They just are. Okay, just remember that. That's why we got to take it easy on each other and specifically on ourselves. But the emotions don't always make sense. That's the reason why we need to take it easy. Okay, so we got the 8 of Clubs. All right, 8 of Clubs, some fire energy coming through. Woo, thank you. Fired up. All right, so look. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy, okay? We got some fire coming through, because I'm like, this water it was drowning me. It was. So the fire energy coming through, and it's an 8, so good. So somebody did, and then remember y'all pulled that king or queen. So y'all put when y'all pull a set, it's definitely marriage and relationships and love. When y'all pull a set. All right, so yes, somebody you about to have an infinite flame coming through, baby. Somebody's twin. I'm telling you, this is twin flame energy. Somebody your infinite flame coming through. You about to be. You're very passionate too. Whoever you are, this person loves your passion. They love your drive, and actually, that's what they're in love with. So they're in love with what's inside of you. Whatever it is, it fuels them. Whatever it is inside of you, it fuels their fire, and it complements them in ways that they need. Okay. Yes, she said, say yes, and my earth strong is right. But yes, somebody you're the fuel to their fire, and they need you. Okay, six of diamonds. All right, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, energy, six of diamonds. Okay, we got you know what, y'all? So we got earth and water coming out big time. We only got one spade and one fire energy so far, which is a club. Okay, so now we got the six of diamonds. So financially, you're going to be all right. The message is okay with this six of diamonds coming out. The message is in matters of finance, you do need to start making wiser decisions with your money, and that means finding ways to cut back on other expenses that may be costing you more. Because if we're in hard times, y'all, don't, like, y'all know I'm doing this food pantry thing, okay? Well, you can come get some food. Don't ever be too big headed to go get help. Don't keep spending all your money on groceries when you know you got the light bill to pay, and then you can go get some groceries somewhere for free. A lot of people are doing it. Don't get big headed. Get help. I tell people you got to get help. They got programs out here that help pay light bills too and water bills, signing up for it. So this is not a time to be prideful when you need help economically, because you could be all right if you just get a little help. See what I'm saying? I tell people another thing. Don't be housing people that you know ain't paying you. We ain't got time to house nobody for free. This ain't the time to move somebody in and then they just living off you for free, and then y'all getting in incidents. Because y'all remember, I'm going to tell y'all, just reminding y'all, when that shutdown happened back in 2020, if y'all remember correctly, they made you let people, whoever was staying with you, stay with you, regardless of the circumstances, because nobody was allowed to get kicked out. That was hard on a lot of people. I heard some horror stories over that. I'm so grateful nobody was living with me, because I had people living with me in the past. I did, and I stopped doing that. They would have been stuck with me, and I would have been stressed out the whole time. And that's when I had my spiritual awakening. The best work got done when I was by myself. So the message is stop trying to house people and letting people move in with you, thinking it's helping you. Then you got an extra bill in the house because they not even helping you pay bills. Every time you ask them what for they half of the rent, they making excuses. They lying because they out here going to the club every weekend or giving somebody else money. People, you don't know what they doing with their money. So sometimes it's not helpful to get a roommate. You can get more help by yourself than you can with a roommate. So, because they need help. That's why they moving in with you. They are not responsible. Always remember that. If somebody can really do it on their own, they would. They can't. So you got to be careful about that anyway. And if you're gonna do it, get these leases up. Get these leases up. Get stuff notarized. You got to get stuff. You got to get. That's what I'm saying. You have to be more smarter. You can't just be doing favors no more for people. I don't care if it's your homeboy, or your homegirl, or your cousin, or your auntie. It's too tough out here for y'all to, because you're gonna lose it. I've watched people lose everything helping everybody but theyself. That's not how it's supposed to work. All right, stop helping everybody else over yourself and getting depleted. All right, three of clubs. Three of clubs, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy. Okay, here we go. Another three. Another three. Okay, this is giving me an energy about sex. Y'all know this is for grown folks. Okay, so somebody, I do believe that this person is ready to have sex with you, and not just have sex with you because that's all they want from you. They just know that when that time comes, they're not gonna be able to keep their hands off of you. They in love with you. That's what says somebody, they in love. They like, yeah, I'ma wait. I can wait as long as it take. But they like when it's that time, I'm ready. And somebody, the messages, they want to get you pregnant. Oh my God. Somebody want to get you pregnant. If you are pregnant right now, congratulations. If you're not, just know that somebody just coming into your life or may already be in your life want to get you pregnant. So they want you to reproduce their seeds. They want to have babies with you. Like they've already planned this. You may not even know about this, but they have planned a life. Like, yep, that's my wife or my husband. Yep, that's gonna be the person I'm having babies with. Cause they love who you are. Okay, they love your mindset. That's what I'm hearing. They love your mindset. They know you're somebody that they can truly work with because you're a sound person. See what I'm saying? You're mentally healthy and you're emotionally healthy. That is important. Oh, and y'all, this is why y'all need to come to the Mercury retrograde ritual, okay? Yes, you have to be mentally and emotionally healthy to survive in family ships and relationships out here. And most people are not neither one of those things because it takes a lot of work and it takes a lot of wisdom that we sometimes don't have, okay? So we have the Ace of Clubs. Let's go. All right, Ace of Clubs is some more fire. And remember, I told y'all about some twin flame energy was coming through. This is a new beginning. So, yes, something new is about to come aboard. Oh, look, my other bell is on another altar because I was using it for something else. But, yes, somebody, you got a new beginning coming in. And it is fiery. It's fiery. I'm feeling a lot of passion right here. And I keep telling you, I'm feeling a lot of sexual energy right now. And y'all, okay, if y'all are vampire fans like me, y'all remember what is the name of that movie? Vampire in Brooklyn with Eddie Murphy and Angela Bassett. Somebody about to get something of that. Cause remember he was looking for her because he had to find her by the full moon. Y'all got to look at the symbolism in that. It was actually real symbolism that he was following the moon. He was staying in touch with the moon and everything. They was telling about the Bermuda Triangle and all of this. It was real stuff that they was talking about in the movie. We just even that dude they went to see that was like a spiritual guy that knew all about it and stuff. That stuff be real, y'all. So look, somebody about to find your vampire man or your vampire woman. If y'all in there, anybody into that vampire stuff, you're about to find them. Y'all know they got a new Twilight coming out. I'm so ready. So that's what I'm saying, y'all. Where my vampires at? All right. So look, 4 of clubs. All right, 4 clubs. Excuse me. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy. Okay. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy. All right. So 4 is about stability and security. All right. Stability and security. So I do feel like y'all this is the message coming out. This relationship that y'all have and going to have and the stability is going it's going to be stable. So I feel like this is coming out. If you've been in a relationship where you feel like you wasn't getting enough from it, or some people feel like they was getting too much, like maybe so that happens, y'all. There's sexual relationships. We started remember this is about sex. There's relationships that there were one partner likes having sex more than the other person. And then the person that doesn't like having sex as much is accusing the other partner as being a sex addict or being too needy and you're annoying me, you want too much. And then sometimes, not all the time, but that person ends up stepping out because they're not satisfied with their partner. And it's hard to figure these things out in the beginning of the relationships because sometimes people always give their absolute best in the beginning of relationships, and then once they get the person, they get comfortable and they like, well, I got you now, I ain't got to do all that no more. Okay, so somebody has always felt like they've been in the position where either they weren't given enough or somebody said they was giving too much, so either they was getting neglected or being neglecting. And they finally, you're gonna find somebody y'all actually have balance. Neither one of y'all are gonna be, y'all gonna be on the same pace. So probably when y'all both tired and don't want to do nothing, y'all gonna be like, you good? And they gonna be, you good? And y'all gonna be like, all right, let's go to sleep. We good. You know what I'm saying? And then y'all both gonna be on the same page. Like yeah, let's go. Come on, let's go on the back. You finally gonna have somebody where y'all gonna be on the same page. And even in times when y'all may not be, they're gonna be understanding because they actually love you. So if you like, I just need to take a nap for a minute, I'm exhausted, they're gonna be like, I got you. When we wake up, I got you though. You know what I'm saying? I got you. Be patient, y'all. Dang. They like, when I wake up, I got you. Can I just get a little power nap in here? All right. Y'all, we gotta start because some of y'all do be not being considerate to y'all partners. Yeah, I do. So this and I ain't calling nobody a sex addict, but we do be being selfish, and you can't get in a relationship and be selfish. It's just no such thing. All right. So Jay, we got the Jack. Excuse me, Jack of Spades. Ooh. So this is like the Page of Swords. Okay. This is like the Page of Swords. So Jack of Spades, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Okay. With this Spades energy coming out, like I said, this in tarot will be the Page of Swords. Okay. It's also considered a youthful energy. Somebody, you about to have to cut something off or cut somebody off. It's a little bit of both. You're going to have to let something go for real. I'm talking about big time. something that it may be a big deal to you, and it has been a big deal for you, and a big assistance to you for a long time, that is blocking something better for you. That's the message. It's blocking something so much better for you. And when the time comes, you're going to be given a decision to let it go for something so much more, or stay where you at, and maybe stay where you at and never grow past that. See what I'm saying? That's what we at. Let's ring the bell. Yeah, it's time. It's time for something better, because where you're going, something that's holding you back from getting there, because it's too much on your plate. Sometimes too much responsibility prevents growth. You see what I'm saying? So look, prime example, y'all. I have a online website, and I also have a house shop. I don't have a brick and mortar. I turn my living room into a shop. You know what I'm saying? So because having a brick and mortar is expensive. You're gonna have to pay. I already got to pay insurance and mortgage on this house and all kind of stuff, lights and water, and that's tough enough as it is. Going and getting a brick and mortar, it's not gonna happen. The overhead is too much. If you ain't got the clientele, the overhead will drag you down, because you're spending out more money than you're making. And then when you do make money, you having to give it right back out. See what I'm saying? So you might have to, some people had to let a brick and mortar go, you know what I mean? Because it was hurting you, and then you're gonna lose your business altogether trying to keep up with a building. See what I'm saying? And the building ain't really doing much. So that's why I have a house shop. I refuse to get a brick and mortar. I almost did once, and I was like, I'm not about to pay that much money monthly just to sit up in here in the hopes that people might start coming in here. Because it's not always like that. You have to build your clientele first. You have to build, y'all. So that was just a good example. So bottom of the deck, we got 2 of spades. Look, we got another sword. So we got 1, 2, 3 swords energy on the board, which is a good sign. So the 2 of spades is associated with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, and the swords energy. Somebody, with that being the number 2, somebody could have just recently went through a breakup. That's the message. There's a lot of that going on, y'all. Somebody, you could have recently went through a breakup. It was hurtful for you, because maybe you built a lot with this person. I'm talking about a lot. Like, and I'm not talking about just financially. I feel like emotionally, believe it or not, karmic relationships they're scary, because they can teach you something that you needed to learn, that you still you got to be grateful for them for, because the partner that you're about to get, remember, this king and queen energy is what you need, and you was going to have to learn that stuff anyway, and you couldn't risk not knowing this prior to them entering your life, because where these people are, they're not going to deal with that. You see what I'm saying? So you had to learn this stuff. So it's sad. It's sad that some of these relationships were karmic relationships, but you still learned a lot from them. So you learned how to communicate better. You learned how to not shut down. You know what I'm saying? You learn how to be patient. You learn how to be considerate. You got to know somebody actually for them. You know what I mean? They actually got to know you, and they know you. So now you don't want to teach somebody else all this stuff about you again. It's starting over, right? So look, y'all, that's the message from the cartomancy. I was gonna pull from tarot, but look, you see I'm pulling from an oracle. That's what she said. Yes, it is. So yeah, I guess that's all they wanted me to tell y'all. They were like, nah, don't worry about that. But yes, y'all, karmic relationships do teach us a lot, and it be making you. My last karmic relationship. That's what happened. It taught me a lot of stuff about myself. I ain't even worried about them. When that ended, I was like, man, yeah, I need to work on this. I need to work on that. I was too busy focusing on things that I needed to prove about me, and things that next time I can look out for, so I will prevent from picking somebody like that again. You see what I'm saying? Instead of just projecting, oh, this person did me wrong. Oh man, they ain't care about me. No, we got to figure out what's going on with you first. So you cannot repeat this. All right. So look, this is just it's called my hidden truth deck. Is the divine masculine and feminine deck, because we had a lot of messages that came out about relationships and stuff. That's the energy. And also, this is a Taurus reading, and Taurus is ruled by Venus, baby. Let's go. I love me some Venus, baby. Yes, so look. So we need to know what's going on right here. Okay? Let's go. I want you back. Oh my God. Oh God. I knew it. Okay, look. Somebody, y'all remember that? I want you back. It was that the Backstreet Boys or NSYNC. I think it was the Backstreet Boys. But anyways, somebody wants you back. I knew it. This is some Mercury retrograde stuff coming out. Don't do it. Don't do it. Listen to the Virgo. I did that once. It don't work. Nobody ever wants you back because they ready. They want you back because they realize it was nothing out there but a piece of crap, and they still not ready for you, and they not gonna treat you right because they didn't treat you right the first time. Believe me, you got a king or a queen coming through. Don't do it. They blocking. They know you about to get snatched up. They know it's spiritual warfare, so they always gonna send you your ex back that you know y'all been done. You know you don't need that person because your other person on the way. This is spiritual warfare. They like, hurry up, send them where they weak spot at. Find the one they fell in love with. Was they trying to attack you, and they gonna use all they got. Your boo is coming. Remember this. Don't go back. Okay. I am recovering. Of course they're recovering. They're probably gonna never fully recover because they're missing you and they're never gonna get you back. I don't recommend. I don't recommend. I don't give a F. Alright. I don't give a F, y'all. I don't know what to do. I don't want to know. What? I don't want to know. Yeah, you don't want to know that I don't want you back. Okay. I want to make amends. What? No, don't do this. This sounds like something crazy. This is crazy. Don't do it. Okay, look, y'all. Oh God. So your ex wants you back. Somebody you either dated, y'all didn't even have to be in a committed relationship, but y'all dated, y'all was together, y'all could have had sex, or just got close in general. Whatever the case may be, they want you back. They want to make amends. So y'all must have had something happen and it wasn't good. So they want to make up. They probably, I'm telling you, listen to me. This energy is tricky. Scorpio season, Mercury retrograde in Scorpio, and Taurus full moon. That's a lot of mental and emotional energy. And everybody, they don't be thinking clearly, and their emotions is all over the place. So some people just want to feel good temporarily, and you'll get hurt out here. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Look, bottom of the deck, I miss being with you. Of course you do. Because now look, things that the people are going through right now is karma. They dealing with their demons right now. Don't you have sex with nobody during Mercury retrograde? Oh no, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Because watch, when the Mercury retrograde over and they used you temporarily to fill whatever void they was going through, I promise you they're gonna be like, yeah, I thought I was ready and stuff, but I think I'm good. And then you're gonna be hurt again. Don't do it. Don't do it. This is crazy, y'all. Excuse me, y'all. Like, don't do it. Look, let's pull from. Look, this is my divine goddess deck. Let's see what Mama got to say, because we is not going back to nobody. No, no, no. We got better things in store for us. Okay, we have better things in store for. We have came too far. Thank y'all so much. We have came too far to go back now. For what? Okay, you have grown. You have healed. You have forgiven. You have let go. You're confident now. You ain't about to let nobody come back and drag you down, because that's all they want to do. I bet you whoever this is coming back, you're doing better than them. They still ain't got SHIT. They don't. They just see how good you doing, and they wish they could have never done you wrong so they could still be with you. Wasting your MF and time. That's it. I'm being mama tapping out today. I ain't about to lie to you, baby. Tell them to send you some money. Yeah. I bet you they don't want you back after that. Tell them you can hit me up about that 500 or whatever. You know what I'm saying? My light bill need to be paid. See what's up. Now I'm not saying sell yourself. Now hold on. That's not what I'm saying. Because honestly, I've done that plenty of times. You ask a dude for money, you can get rid of them. That's what I do. When I want to get rid of them, I ask for some money. Alright? I'm gonna ask you for some money. Because most of the time they ain't got it. Now if they get it, then what you gonna do? That's the thing. All right, boundaries. Exactly. They came out right on time. Look, that's why I said don't sell yourself, because I still ain't selling. You know, most of the time it depending on what it was. If I didn't really need it, I'd be like, Why are you giving this to me? Then that's the next one. Why are you doing this? What do you want? Look, know when to put up and let down your walls. So yes, all right. Know when. So look, you definitely need to put up your walls when this ex come back to try to get you back. Boundaries. Okay, look. This is a very emotional time. And whoever this person is about to try to come back, you probably used to want them back so bad. And when they left and when y'all broke up, you was completely devastated. So when they hit you back up, it's going to throw you off a bit. And you actually may want to hear what they got to say. I don't recommend that because it's going to toy with your emotions and may take you back somewhere that may temporarily trick you into thinking you need to give this person another chance. And you don't want to do that. But if you're going to listen to them, do not meet up with them. Rule number 1. Don't meet up with them. Under any circumstances, don't meet up with them. If you're going to just hear what they got to say, keep it on the telephone and that's it. And don't be on there all day. But I really recommend don't do the phone call. If you start answering phone calls, people know how to talk. They know how to say the right things to you. This is too emotional right now. You know what I'm saying? So it don't take much right now. We emotional. The Scorpio energy is strong. And y'all know these Scorpios. I'm not being funny. If you got Scorpio placements, come on. I got a whole bunch of Scorpio placements. I already know. Let me not tell on myself. But look, they know what to say. They know what to say. They know how to move. It's in your nature. It's a Scorpio season, baby. All right. So look, you don't want to get talked out your drawers out here and have a moment of weakness unless you want to. If you want to, that's on you. Celebration. All right. Celebration. Good times come from hard work, time spent in good company. Yes. Okay. And if you follow me, I just posted in my story, it's time to celebrate. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Don't get distracted right now. You about to be celebrating. Don't get distracted right now. That's why you need to be cleaning up whatever you're going through right now. Don't make no moves right now. You don't need to make any long-term, you don't need to make any moves that you can't take back right now, especially in the emotional department until this Mercury retrograde is over. You should be celebrating your success that's what I'm saying. You need to be celebrating. And that's why they're coming back. They know you doing it big out here. They coming back because they want to be a part of this celebration that they have not helped you with. Remember that. Where they been? And now you going to just let them come back and celebrate with you when your king or queen is about to come through that has worked as hard as you and it's your equal? You're going to miss out on that for a freaking thought or F-boy. Listen to me. Past life connection. Look. Okay, this is the best live I done did in a minute. Look, and I'm still having anxiety. I'm ready for a nap. You got someone with heavy influence from a past life is with you. So look, yes. Somebody from your past. So remember I told y'all everybody's born with a guardian angel? Yes, they're guiding you right now. Past life connection, okay? They're heavily influencing you right now, helping you make better choices in your life right now. So y'all need to listen to your guardian angels. That sound in your head when it be telling you to do this and don't do that. Like even me today, when I first woke up, I told you my anxiety was through the roof. I was like, heck no. Something told me to get up, get the sage, cleanse the house, wash my sheets, take a spit. I was in a routine. They instructed me, feed my ancestors. I ended up getting my ritual ready that I'm doing for this Sunday. They was like, get up. I was following instructions and I do feel better. All right. And I took my vitamins, you know what I'm saying? I feel better. And they told me to do this live. So that's what I'm saying. You're being divinely guided. So listen to your spirit guides. Okay. Listen to your spirit guides. Come on. Let's go. Y'all know I'm about to take a nap after this. Look, rest. Confirmation. Y'all know y'all need nap. Baby, I don't care how old I get. I'm taking naps. And don't interrupt my nap. Okay. Listen to your body mentally and physically unwind. Y'all take a nap. Y'all know. Okay. So even when I had jobs, I took naps at work. I would eat and go to my car if there was nowhere for me to take a nap where I can go by myself. But I used to take naps at work, y'all. I'm a nap girl. I've been taking, remember the last time we could take naps in kindergarten? I was mad about that. We got to the first and second, as you get older, they didn't do naps no more. And I'm like, man, I need a nap. Why not? You don't think we need a nap after all this bull crap today? Man, we need to go back to naps. We need naps, y'all. All right. Bottom of the deck, happiness. Happiness, y'all. It says new discoveries that lead to celebration. Love yourself first. What other card about celebration? It says new discoveries that lead to celebrations. Love yourself first, okay? We got the celebration card and happiness card. You deserve all the happiness in the world, okay? Do not go back to somebody that caused you so much pain and you had to heal through it all to get to where you are now. And all they are reminder of that pain. They're not a reminder of happiness, because if they were, they would still be here. But they're a reminder of things that went bad in y'all situation, not happiness. All right, so go celebrate with people that have been there for you, and y'all don't have any toxic memories, any chaotic memories. Y'all just been happy. See what I'm saying? Nobody did nobody wrong. You know what I'm saying? Misunderstandings happen, but a misunderstanding don't mean somebody done you wrong. Sometimes people just say you was trying to talk to somebody and you said something, they just didn't respond or whatever. Stuff like that, that's different. But if nobody ever called each other out their name, cussed nobody out, lied to nobody, cheated on nobody, and all that, them, and everybody was supportive. Hey, time spent in good company, okay? And love yourself first. Get around people that make you happy, okay? That make you happy. So look, I feel like that's all I can do for today. That was the message. I'm a bit worn out and I do need a nap. I'm serious. I need a nap, and this hair wrap is not really helping my anxiety at all, but I had to put it on. I wanted to anyway. So look, y'all know y'all can still book those readings with me. I always will be prepared for anybody to book. That's why I require for you to book, so I can make sure I have proper rest and cleansing and everything before I get to y'all, okay? So they're 50% off right now. Like I said, if y'all would like to sign up for the Mercury cleansing ritual, please do. I am. Thank you. It's good to hear from you. I appreciate you logging on. I am. I got you. I need some rest so I can get this. This is the last wrap up. Okay, the wrap up. I gotta get some rest and then really calm the anxiety down. But look, y'all, go to my website if y'all want to check out those bottles. Goddess on the Rise, Thy Life, the Unks. I got incense. I got sage. I got plenty of jewelry. That with the mag energy that really helps y'all. Y'all know. And this was actually for sale. Something told me to wear it. And I have another one that got the tiger's eye on it as well. So y'all check out the shop, y'all. I'm gonna ring this bell, send these energies back to spirit. Earth, air, fire, water, spirit, y'all. Until next time, happy Thursday. It's Jupiter Day. Happy Taurus full moon. Happy Scorpio season. And get ready for this Mercury retrograde. Peace, love, and balance. Copper Queen checking out.